Hi there, I'm Christina Du. Welcome to the Hasty Chef, where we make cooking fun, fast, and tasty. So today we're going to make two quick hors d'oeuvres. So for those parties, we're going to have fun, yummy meatballs and crispy spring rolls. Now, if you've been following our videos, you already know how to make this pork mixture. But if you haven't, just go into our log and see pork dumplings and you will learn how to make this delicious mixture that you can do many, many different things with. So the first thing we have is the pork mixture, which has lots of veggies, lean pork, some spices, and our sesame ginger sauce. Alright, so if you don't have this line yet, definitely check us out. You'll see the link actually. But we're going to start with this pork mixture, and what we're going to do for spring rolls, which is what we're going to do first, is some vermicelli. So to make vermicelli, you just go to any Asian stores. Nowadays you can go to any grocery store actually and just grab some dry vermicelli noodles. The most important thing to remember when I buy vermicelli noodles is I look for the ones that don't have a lot of potato starch, because it's just very, very heavy and thick and it's just not very tasty. I look for more of the ones with either peas or green beans, because it's just a much nicer texture. So all you're going to do is have hot boiling water, just like pasta, and cook it for 5 minutes and drain it. That's all you're going to do. Once you're done doing that, what you're going to have is vermicelli noodles, and this is what it looks like. Alright, so not more than 5 minutes or else it'll be overcooked and turn to mush. So you're going to want that. What we have here is just basically one of the little balls of the vermicelli, which gives you about 3/4 cup. So we're going to match that with our spring rolls. So we're going to grab 3/4 cups as well of that. So we have 3/4 cup vermicelli, and we're going to do 3/4 cup pork mixture. Whoops, a little bit light on that one. And don't be afraid to get in there with your hands, get nice and dirty. And I usually, when I'm cooking just for myself, I'll toss in some extra cilantro while I'm wrapping it. But because I'm actually letting other people eat it today, I'm just going to leave it as is. And same with salt and pepper or spices. If you like it spicy, add a little bit of dried chili flakes. Remember, what I always say about cooking, it's personal. Make it the way you want to eat it, for you and your friends and family. It doesn't matter what I like, it only matters what you like. Alright, so we have some fun mixture there. And we're going to grab some spring roll wrappers. Just as easy to buy it, and you know, frankly, it's just not worth making it yourself. It tastes pretty much similar. So I just go to the Asian market and I pick up this. Doesn't really matter what brand. What you're looking for is just, you know, square, not too big, not too small. This one I believe is a medium size one. And we are going to pull one out. Easier said than done, because now my other hand is all tied up in pork. So we are going to pull out a few like so. And we're going to do it one at a time. And this doesn't matter if it gets pork over it, because we're going to use it. First thing we're going to do is use a quarter mixture, 1/4 cup, so the same measure cup that you were using previously. Just make sure you have the same amount of pork and same amount of vermicelli. And like I said, if you want, add some salt and pepper. If you want, some extra cilantro. Make it about you, but either way, you're looking for about a 1/4 cup. Spread it nice and evenly, so you're going to have a mixture of both. And then you want to basically use your glue. Now, if you've already followed our dumpling videos, you know how to make your cornstarch glue. It's basically equal measures of cornstarch and cold water and mixing it, and it becomes the glue for Chinese pastries. So if you watch here, it's a diagonal, you know, it's out of the way. It's a diamond shape, so what you want is right in the center. Hold on to it tight. And what you want to do is go diamond to diamond, so 6 to 12 o'clock. Wrap it really tightly in, so fold it in towards you, and then do both ends to where the mixture stops. Same thing on this side. And once again, push in so it's really tight. The reason I say you want it really tight is if you have any air pockets, it doesn't cook evenly, or else when you bite into it, it'll have actual hot pockets and you could burn yourself. So you don't want to do that to you or any of your friends. So if you can see, I'm pushing it tight each and every single roll that I'm doing. At the very peaks, you're going to do that and fold it in like so. So you have a nice, lean, almost like a cigar. So we want just towards the center and into a narrow cigar shape, like so. And then again, if you want dried chilies, this is a good point to do it. If you like it extra salty, again, this is when you sprinkle it. Put it towards you, peek it, make it nice and tight, like so. Roll it about 1 time, 2 times, and then tuck it in where the mixture stops, like so, and like so. And every single time you roll, once again, make sure you're pushing the air out, and you're keeping this tucked in, because if it unravels, same thing, oil's going to get in, you don't want that. There we go. Now that I've talked about oil, I actually air fry these a lot of the time because I like to not eat too much oil. So as I mentioned, this is like an envelope, so just to put a little bit of the cornstarch glue and finish rolling over once again, getting rid of the air, pushing down, and like so. It will stay, it's solid. Okay, and you're looking for cigar shape. You can either deep fry it. If you're going to deep fry it, toss a bit of oil in, heat it to about 350, and it cooks for about 5 minutes, and you'll get it nice and crispy. How I like to cook it is I actually just spray oil all around it, and then I just toss it into the air fryer. So that being said, here is some finished spring rolls of what it looks like. Voila! 2 spring rolls air fried, served with our Thai peanut sauce. So the next thing that you can do is make fun meatballs. So at our restaurant, we used to do an Asian style spaghetti and meatballs. So we use the same meat mixture, and just like any other meatballs that you would be doing, you're going to basically take 2 ounces. You can use a scale, or it's basically a huge giant tablespoon. It looks about this size pre-roll. Okay, so it's approximately 2 ounces, and that might look like a jumbo meatball right now, but remember, we're going to bake it. So you're preheating your oven at 350, and you're just going to form it. If you don't like using your hands, you can use an ice cream scoop, and that pretty much gives you the same thing. But the most important thing about this is you have to pack it tight. So even if you use an ice cream scoop, you're still going to have to do this, because otherwise it's going to fall apart. So you're basically rolling it and doing quick 2-ounce meatballs like so. So I just basically wing it. Once you start doing a few, you really don't need a tablespoon. You can pretty much decide, and they'll look almost exactly the same every single time. And the reason you want it to look exactly the same, remember, you're baking them all together. You don't want some overcooked and dry, and some of them undercooked and raw pork and all that, right? So what we're going to do now is just basically do 12 of these, and you're going to do it on a cookie sheet. Spray the cookie sheet first, or you can do it on an open rack so that it cooks from all sides. Either way, you're going to do it in a preheated 350 oven. I'll show you what they look like. And about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven, how it goes, whether it's a convection and so forth. But take a temperature. Remember, you definitely don't want to eat it if it's under 145, because it is pork. So you're going to bake these at 350, like I said, 8 to 10 minutes. And then I usually just kind of serve them like a fun little martini glass, great appetizers. If you've got friends coming over, do it on a platter and just do toothpicks into them. They're fun little meatballs. I like it with a lemongrass dip. Really, really delicious. But you can do it as is, or you can pour it on top. Another fun way to do it, at our restaurant, we did this as spaghetti and meatballs. So we actually had udon noodles. They were called Asian spaghetti. So we had udon noodles with this, and then like a nice Asian marinara sauce on it. So that also is available on our website. There you have it. Several ways to use your lovely pork mixture. So today, just to recap, we made crispy spring rolls, air fried or deep fried, and fun meatballs. And of course, you can also do meatloaf if you want. There you go. Another episode of The Hasty Chef, where we make it hasty and we make it tasty. See you next time.